Isn't she a bloody pearler? HJ45. This one is the 6th month 1980, so they had one more month to go. 8th month 1980 is the HJ47, so the very end of the line. And Gabe owns this one. Now Gabe's a personal friend of everybody at Mr. Landcruiser. We've done some touring with Gabe, and I've driven this one for half a day when we did the drought run out back Queensland. What a bloody pearler to drive too. It's really enjoyable. Now Gabe found this, Gabe's dad bought this. He was on the way to the farm, I think in Tenterfield, coming from Queensland, went through Warwick and saw it on a farm with a big for sale sign on it. And it had a mini boom spray on the back. So Gabe's dad wanted it and took it and used it on the farm for a year or two, but wasn't really using it. So his son, Gabe, decided, Dad, I want this, I'm doing her up and I'm keeping her. And this one already came with a 2H. So in its life before Gabe and his dad, the previous owner, or one of the previous owners, put a 2H in it. And otherwise it was stock, that's all they done. Gabe got hold of it and Gabe thought, now it's time to do a full rebuild himself. So he's torn the whole car down. He's done some rust work and some paint himself. The trays are for Hilux. Gabe sourced that. He got rid of it with the mini boom and put a tray on there. Again, done the full tear down. Now Gabe's done the interior, we'll have a look. Gabe's done it all himself, but it's in at Mr. Landcruiser. There's a few just little technical issues, electrical issues that Gabe couldn't quite sort out, so it's made its way here. And little things, it's quite unique that this one's got a HJ45, a H motor wiring loom. It's got the 2H in there. So the old Edict motor was never really set up, and it was quite clever. Richard's figured out that you can, with the small mods, he's put the H Edict motor on the 2H, so we don't have to change the loom at all. And that's the first time for us. Always innovating and doing some R&D around here, and just a lot of little gremlins like that. So it's back on the road, it's ready for Gabe to come and pick up. But this vehicle, I'll go through it right up the front. We've got, he's put a genuine bar on it and houses his aerial. And you've got to love OG40 number plates. OG original gangster. Well, Gabe thinks he's original gangster. Let me tell you, he's not. So if you think of in the comments, if you think of something more appropriate for OG, let Gabe know, because he's no gangster. The tray. He's housing a toolbox and a battery box on the rear and just some floor mat. It's a real basic tray. There is something interesting. We're all wondering what this is. I thought there might have been an auxiliary fuel tank in the Hilux. All the boys think it's a cock saddle, and knowing Gabe, I reckon it is. So maybe not a fuel tank, but it's got the Heyman's Reese on the rear. Now, we put that there on it for him, so Gabe's going to be taking this up the coast with the jet ski, so now it's equipped for that, and the boys have plumbed that in. I also know he's got his can crusher on the side. Gabe likes a drink. Now let's go and check out the interior of this car. It's very custom and it looks very, very cool. The interior, geez, he's done a nice job. He's had custom upholstery done. Door cards and seats have all been reupholstered in a non-Toyota colour, and they've come up a treat. Gets lots of comments. You've chosen really well, Gabe. Also with the interior, this one's got a fiberglass roof to replace. A lot of steel roofs just get too rusty. It's also, Gabe himself's put all the deadener in. There's deadener throughout the back walls and under the floor, under the custom vinyl floor, just to keep it as cool as you can, because that is, there ain't no aircon in here. On the dash hasn't been bastardized at all. He's got a UHF hanging off of there, and he's got an old retro stereo that's been there the whole time. But if we have a look at this little custom box here, it opens up, and in there is where Gabe keeps a Bluetooth stereo and his speakers on there. So he's removed the heater and he's put his own little custom touches in there. Not much else is going on. He's gone for the original look, hence hiding a few things. And that is the interior. I want to go and show you, I haven't even mentioned there's something under the bonnet we better go and check out. The 2H, not just the 2H, show and tell. Gabe's turboed this one, done the whistle and soot kit, done it himself. You can purchase these or you can have them fitted by us. So Gabe's done this one himself with the airbox. You've got choices. I run the stainless steel 4-inch. Gabe's gone for the safari snorkel. So it's all custom to fit the same airbox, which houses the turbo underneath, and for those that want aircon later, you can do so. So she's a little power horse as well. He's kept it 4-speed. Again, I've driven this, I've sat on 100, 105, and it just hums along on them outback roads. Otherwise, under here, a few little things we've done. It's just a lot of plumbing, hooking up some water, the squirters. It didn't have a shroud, so it's still got the smaller radiator. We've hooked up a shroud, keep a bit more cool air in there. I also noticed it's got the red arc is there that was put in by Gabe. So that houses the battery on the back of the tray again. So he's got the dual battery system. He's tweaked under the bonnet. He's brought it into MrLandcruiser to do the last few of the tweaking. She's ready to go back on the road now. Gabe will be stoked with this. So Gabe's from Chinchilla, but tomorrow we've got a day at Double Island and we're going to see Gabe with the jet ski at Double Island on the beach. I can't wait. This is a 6-month 1980 HJ45 now with the 2H.